I'll tell you what, the best thing about being a manager is that when something needs to get done, you have all these people that you can go ask to get it done, right? And we all know it's so simple. There's a thing, you just say, hey, here's a problem. Can you go fix it? And it gets fixed the first time, no problems, right? No, I'm sure if anybody has worked on a team or with other people before, you know this isn't true. The hardest part about leading a team and certainly delegating any tasks is clearly setting expectations for what needs to get done, how it's going to get done. And so in this video, I'm going to share a quick technique that you can use to do exactly that. Before we dive in, I do want to say that if you are a regular to this channel, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Matt Yurtsin. I'm a former Air Force instructor, pilot, and talent development leader at SpaceX. If you are looking for actionable advice of how you can better lead your team and build talent in your organization, this is the channel for you. So make sure you subscribe. So I came across a really interesting stat recently. According to Gallup, less than half of employees say they know what is expected of them at work, which is crazy. That means 1 out of 2 people are kind of going to work and just going through the motions. They don't have a ton of idea of what success looks like, why they're doing things day to day. And so it's no wonder that we have a crisis of employee engagement. We're worried about, there's all this effort going into finding AI tools and doing all these other things. Everybody's worried about their job because most people, of course, I'm going to be worried about my job. If I don't know what's expected of me at work, what good looks like, why wouldn't I be worried about losing my job? And it's tricky. I think it's a psychological thing as to why this happens. When you're a manager, you have more experience usually, you have more information usually, and your brain just naturally puts that together. And it can sometimes be really hard for us to put ourselves in other people's shoes and ask those questions of, oh, maybe they don't know this. Maybe what seems clear to me isn't super clear to them. But that's the trick of being a manager. And so there's one simple technique that I want to give you to help make your expectations clear, because I think making expectations clear is the heart of making it so that people know what is expected of them at work and making sure that everybody's working together correctly and kind of rowing in the same direction. And the technique is something from the military called commander's intent. The military very often has this philosophy of where we don't micromanage. It's all about setting kind of the strategic direction up top and then letting the tactical decisions be made out in the field because they're closer to the field. And commander's intent is how we allow that to happen. It's how we let commanders out in the field make the tactical decisions while ensuring that we're still achieving this strategic objective. Commander's intent breaks down to 3 basic pieces: context, outcome, and constraints. And so if you're a manager trying to explain your expectations for people, that's what you need to think about. You need to think about making sure you are explaining to them the context, the outcome, and the constraints. Context, that's the why. Why is this project important? Why are we trying to solve this problem? What's the impact that this is going to have on the customer or the wider business? Making sure they clearly understand the context, asking them to explain it back to you. So what do you think is the context of this problem? Really critical to make sure they truly understand. The outcome is making sure you have a clear definition of done, right? You have a simple project. Like, let's say we need you to implement a new process out on the factory floor, say, okay, we're going to do a new process. What does that process being done mean? Does it mean that it's been tried once? And that's it, that we know we have a good process? Is it that it's been tried once and documented? Is it that it's been tried once, it's been clearly documented, and everybody's been trained? Does it mean that it's been tried once, it's been clearly documented, everyone's been trained, and we have like a track record of making sure it can apply to the entire factory? Those are all very different definitions of done. And you, as the manager, need to make sure that the definition that you have in your brain is the same definition that your team member has in their brain. So that's the outcome piece. And then the final piece is the constraints. What's the timeline? What are the resources? When do you want them to check in or ask you questions, right? The commander's intent is the best way for you to simply take any task, any project, break it down into context, outcome, and constraints to make sure that when your team members come to work, they can affirmatively answer the question that they know is what is expected of them. I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you next time.